Hello, everyone. This is Miko, and welcome to the official BLT 11 tier list. I am your host, and I'm joined by my usual co-host.
It's PokeR 2004 here. We're ranking the G pool, only
Yeah.
the G pool.
Today, we're going to be ranking the guaranteed pool list that have signed up and are hopefully have all verified and their place and their spot in BLT, so that no one gets left out. There's going to be 32 players we're going to rank, and we each have a tiers accordingly. And we're going to rank based on our personal opinions of them. Just a disclaimer right there, just to get the disclaimer out of the way. These are all opinions. At the end of the day, it's all just opinions. You don't have. You can criticize the opinions all you want, but don't be an asshole about it. We can have civil discussions here and there. So yeah, just don't be an asshole.
All I know for sorry,
Sorry,
all I
go
know
ahead.
for certain is that our tier list is probably gonna be better than some of the ones that have been made.
Hey, I said don't be an asshole. What are you trying to do? Start something again?
Oh, Miko, have you seen the ones
I
Penguinero can I
know. I have
imagine?
seen some of them. They're interesting. I'm not gonna say they're good. I'm not gonna say they're bad. They're interesting.
They are something. They are the tier lists of all time.
Okay, now let's go on and rank some folks, shall we?
Yes.
All right, good. We agreed on something. Okay, so first off, we have Henguini, aka Bandrizolol, on Smogon, or better known as Bandrizolol, because we know the guy's Bandrizolol. He just changed his name to Henguini. There. Okay, so he's a BLT veteran. I believe he did compete last year. Let me pull up because I do have last year's sheet on here just for frame of reference, so you could
I
so
think
the
so. I think
so
that's accurate.
the general public does know um how they did last year and what to be expected of this year. They are 1-1 in PU and UU last year, but for frame of reference, so also this list, I researched them. It took me a while. It took me 2 weeks because there's literally 100 and something of you in BLT. I am so ashamed and also very impressed that we got that amount of people. Um, so I researched
There's
them.
170 individual players, by the way.
Yeah, for correction's sake. And I also researched them based on their recent accomplishments. Like very, very recent. So if I missed anything, let me know. So I can adjust my notes accordingly when we get to the non-guaranteed pool. But as this is from what I took, what I researched on Smogon. This is from public Smogon tours that have been dealt with, and these are from accustomed to the BLT tier specifically, which is Ubers through LC and DOU and Monotype. So they have minor success in SB Monotype Cup. I think they get to round 2 or 3 uh, at the end there, but Hanguini is one of those proven, former proven as BLT veteran players that have done semi okay in the past, but going so far beyond that is kind of a stretch to them to what they're good at and how far their abilities have. I personally faced them in the past in room tours and such, and I can say they're pretty decent, but I don't know much about their SB status. Okay, Ari.
Uh, you see, he called for cycle one. I called for G pool cycle two.
Well, okay. You have seen them around when you were qualing for cycle one because you qualified in cycle one, then went
That
for
is true.
guaranteed and then went for guaranteed in cycle two. Have you seen Anguini around?
Well, I guess, but like, I don't know. I don't really remember how good or bad he was. He it kind of felt like the same as last year, I
Oh,
guess.
okay. So they've really never changed their play style to accommodate to the new SV tier and meta,
No, no, it's not that. Because
or they never
because if you
changed.
don't change, you don't improve. In fact, you actually get worse if you don't change. I'm of the opinion.
We'll talk about some people who do exemplify that to a master degree. So how are we
So like
ranking?
so I think it's fair to say that we can basically rank him the same as we did last year, but
Which
I don't know what we ranked him last
was, I think
year.
we ranked him C or D.
Yeah, surely we would not rank him higher. Ain't no
Uh,
way.
I'm thinking D. What about you?
Uh,
Because you did talk about how they really haven't changed their style. They haven't really changed their meta ever since last year,
I I don't know if they really have a defined style or
or how they
meta, as you're
play, or
calling
their
it.
performances are just the same.
I just feel they're just as skilled as last year. Not really any difference.
So C or D, yeah. I'm putting them in D, like upper D, like
Okay, yeah, like just flat out D is kind of rude.
yeah,
Upper
not
D is
D.
better.
Upper D. This is upper D tier. Don't take this. Don't take this with a. Take this whole list with a pinch of salt. You make your own tier list if you want, but that's just for our sake and our opinion.
Yeah,
Even though I branded it as official.
personally, I might give him like C minus or something.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Next up.
But D plus and C minus are pretty equal.
Yeah. Next up, we have Tempo di Anguria, one of the newer players who actually qualified for Guaranteed Pool. So, Tempo de Anguria is a pretty interesting player. He made it to round four of the OU Spring Seasonal. He made it to round six on the official small gun doubles tournament with a 3-3 record, and he also made round six in the LC Winter Seasonal.
Huh. Decent results, decent results. I've
And
also watched a number
go
of
ahead.
this guy's replays and seen him battle a fair amount of times, even faced him sometimes.
Hmm. What do you think?
He's definitely decent.
Okay. I have you check. I
Um,
have you check the
hmm?
replays because I can't. Because I stick straight to the hard facts. I stick straight to the results. You actually manage to watch them as they go along and how they perform in real time. So you are the better judge of this.
I want to say C for
See,
this.
see, not higher,
Yeah.
not B, not
No,
not
I don't think he's quite there. I watched his replays. He's not really at B level.
okay,
What
okay,
I consider to be like C level is that you play ideally, but you don't play like you don't make any real plays
like
most of the time. You
y- y-
just play kind of standardly.
yeah,
Like
standard.
you play ideally, you make optimal switches when needed, but you're not really at the level where where you make predictions that warrant doubles or like
Mm,
or very hard predictions to make like or just or just having a really extremely good handle on positioning. Yeah, I don't think they're quite at that level. They're just at the level where they play ideally.
okay, okay,
So that's what I consider C.
okay.
So I think they're C.
Well, I consider C mid. It's like they're very average in terms of performance. They're very average in terms of skill. Like, okay, I can see that argument. Everyone's gonna have a different argument for everything, but I trust your judgment on tempo. Even though personally I would have ranked him like C plus, but that's on me.
I mean, that's still C.
I
You can
know,
rank him C plus if you want.
I know, I know. Next up, let's Chen.
Oh, hmm.
My man from rising from Tournaments Plaza status because he's a reg in Tournaments Plaza. He competed in last year's TPP So I know him. I've also faced him a couple times in TP while I was still an active participant in Tours Plaza. But now he's moved on to Tours, and he's managed to up his game in BLT. And now he's now in the guaranteed pool, and now he wants to prove that he belongs in the BLT um, continuum. He is an OM centric player, as I mentioned. He has done a lot of opens for OMs. So, in terms of singles, what do you think?
Uh, let's see. The alt he called on was Makuil. Is that how you say it?
No, I don't know how you say it.
Spelled Macuil.
Sounds like a pangram you get at the word puzzle.
Silly Mikoi. The pangrams have to be 7 letters.
I know. Anyway,
That's it.
uh, well, check his T stats.
But yeah, he called under the alt
McQueel.
Macuil.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Ah, right. Oh yeah, wait. We didn't check the T stats of the previous two.
Well, we don't need to because we already know
T
both players.
stats.
Lechen's a special case where we really don't know what his
Uh,
singles prowess
no,
is most of the
that's not
time,
the
even though
right
he
cycle.
qualified
Which
105
one is the
points.
right cycle? Is this the right cycle?
At
This
least we
is
have an
the.
idea.
No, that's not the right cycle.
Cycle 1. You're having trouble? It's just last cycle. Least, least, list all the points he made throughout this cycle.
Holy, 35 points in OU.
Damn. Also, I want to check his player
And then
defense.
want to know what his second. Want to know what his. Check his what?
No, that's me. Go ahead, go ahead.
And want to know what his second highest tier is in terms of points?
What?
2v2 doubles.
Oh, hilarious. He really is a OM player through and through.
Yeah, but in terms of official tiers, OU, UU, Ubers are his top three.
Okay, and what the hell? Where is this sign up post? What does the man say he wants to actually play? Ah, all except for Ubers and DOU. Okay. All right.
That's fair.
Fair.
I
Where?
don't see many DOU points.
Okay, so where do we want to rank him?
Um, I think I faced him a few times in you know I faced him a
Yeah.
few times during cycle one.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Nothing really stood out.
Mm.
I was personally wondering whose alt it was. I'm
The
like,
queen.
okay, they're decent, I guess, but they're not great. I definitely beat them a few times. They beat
Okay.
me sometimes.
Okay.
I know they won the TP seasonal with against Rofna, which is impressive. Though I never
Mm.
got down to actually finishing watching their
Mm.
matches. Uh, I don't know. What's your opinion?
Yeah, I'm thinking you hit the nail on the head. I think he's one of those bog standard players, which I really don't know. He doesn't really have a defined style that I look for in a certain player. That that
All
that
I know is that I don't think he'd be successful in BLT. I
Yeah,
don't think he'd do very much in there.
yeah. I don't think I think he's just gonna be primo sub at this point. So I'm thinking D.
Maybe a D plus.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. All right. Next up. Our favorite, El Cap KD.
What are you talking about, Mikoi? He is our favorite.
Yeah, sarcastically, he's our favorite, and I'm pretty sure he'd appreciate that. So,
No, no,
man.
no, no. He really wouldn't.
So, man has been a BLT and TLT veteran for so long, he'd probably die of old age. Um, yeah. Well, what can we say with LCAP that hasn't already been said in past iterations of BLT?
Are we putting him in an L cap tier?
I wish there was an LCAP tier, but the other
You can
tier
make
lists
an
have,
L cap tier.
no, the other tier lists have done it for me. Here's an F. Thank you to
Are we
the
just
other tier
always?
lists.
Are we just always
He's
gonna put El Cap in F tier no matter what he does?
yeah. He's not. He says he's not going to improve his HO style. He's not gonna. He says he's not going to improve his cheese style. So he may as well be a constant in the lower half of the tier list.
But of course, but F? Is it will he always be F?
Yes. At this point, yes. For as long as El Cap has been
Okay.
competing into BLT and TLT. I doubt we're gonna move him any higher unless he steps up his game or he does something different, which I doubt he will. All right, next up, Big Tony 2014, one of the truly newcomers to BLT.
Oh yeah.
Now, I've had someone called Geov97 do the research for me to see who this guy is, so because I really don't know. Big Tony, she said Bandadora told her that Big Tony himself is a good OM player that has been around for the Plaza for some time, which I can attest to. He has been around in the Torch Plaza tours there for a good amount, and he's transitioned over to tours and now he's in BLT.
Okay.
Any experiences you may want to share with Big Tony, Tucker?
No, I don't have very many.
Mm. But check the T stats.
Okay. Close out the other two. Okay, his best tier is RU, but he has a lot of points in a lot of tiers.
Huh. Okay. So he's very spread out. He's like a jack of all trades.
Yeah, there's even Gen 2 PU in here.
Oh, that's interesting. Well, he says in his sign up post that he'd rather play anything from preferably PU and NU. So I get that.
Yeah, that adds up. There was a fair amount of PU replays I think he had.
Hmm. I think you checked some of his replays out, did you?
Some, yeah, I think so.
And what do you think?
Uh, I don't think he's D,
Mm.
but I don't know if he's any higher than C.
So C it is.
Yeah,
All right.
do you think so too?
I mean, I really don't have any experiences either that I can really attest to, but um, uh, multiple people have confirmed their source for me, and yeah, I've even checked out some of his replays myself. Yeah, he's about average. I don't see him like uh actually getting there and playing much. He might play one game, or heck, I think the rule here is two for guaranteed. I'm not sure. Um, but that's what it'll only play, and that's it. We'll just have to see in the tour itself to see if he improves his skill or not. Maybe with good build support, he might actually do decently. But that's for our opinions alone. Big Tony right now is C, higher than some established names like Bandrasalol and El Cap. So good job, Big Tony. All right, next up, from an unknown, from a relative newcomer to someone who has been here before, Trogba.
Yeah.
My dude has a lot of records, a lot of ongoing records currently that he has already established himself to be a pretty much guaranteed, not high price, but decently priced man. He made it to round 6 of OST. He's currently in the spring seasonal for OU losers bracket, which is currently ongoing. It's in round 6 right now. And he made it to round 6 of UU Masters.
Nice.
A lot of people have attested that he's really good. So, I mean, last year I think he proved himself. Let me check. He has competed last year, and his record was and two.
I don't think. Yeah,
He went
gonna say
negative,
I
but
don't think he had a good record.
I mean, he's decent. I mean, BLT 10 was a very different tour back then, so and right now he's proven himself to be somewhat a little bit more competent than he was last year. But yeah, his tiers he wants to
Yeah,
play.
he does seem better than he was. I
Yeah,
agree.
yeah, I think he's improved slightly. UU and OU are the tiers he wants to play. So I personally think that Trogba is B tier. What do you think?
I think that's perfectly fair.
Yeah, I think I see him as a B tier. He's
I
good.
also I also noticed that he had the World Cup UK avatar.
Oh, he did. Nice, nice. I haven't been checking the avatars
Or am I
myself.
thinking of someone else? Let me check real quick to make sure I'm not getting that wrong.
Okay.
That'd be pretty bad if I was.
But yeah, I do see Chogba as someone who is good, just not A tier. Like,
Yeah, he has the UK. He has the UK World Cup avatar.
nice, nice, nice. So yeah, I definitely do see him as good. He's just not, you know, A tier level or, because A tier level would be kind of overrating him a little bit. I think B. All right, next up, we have
You're right.
Keshba. All right, next we have
That's fair.
Keshba 54. Keshba. The Taurus Reg who made a impact last year. Um, and now he's competing and he's now guaranteed in the BLTs. He is a relative newcomer. I haven't really seen him much stuff from him in Smogon, but he is currently doing the Uber's Ladder tournament, so that's something.
Nice.
All right, check the breakdown of the points so we can get some sort of scale. The reason why we check T stats
The
in
T
tours, uh,
stats.
for at least for some of these players, the reason why we check T stats is because we wanted to see some sort of
Oh, by
scale.
the way,
Oh, go on. Go ahead.
lagging because you're not responding to me for well basically there's a delay between what Trogba's best tier was PU according to breakdown.
Yeah, but the reason why we check T stats in tours is because we want to get some sort of scale for some of the newcomers, for the people we actually don't know, to see what tiers they might will prefer. But they are most likely to play and not necessarily prefer because that's personal preference, but what they're likely to play and how much they can get points and how much they can actually get to performing well in the cycle. Anyway, Keshba.
Anyways, Keshma's best tier is DOU in breakdown.
I think that's fair. I think Keshba does prefer doubles, right?
Keshba does play doubles, yeah.
Yeah, he
He
does play
does
the.
uh, he does play doubles somewhat well.
Yeah. Okay. So that's that is his strongest tier, and I think if I pull up the player sheet, I want to check something so that I'm not missing anything. I think he put in his best tier as doubles or tiers he would like to play.
Understandable. Understandable, but I
Oh
doubt
no.
he'd be able to compete very much with the pool.
Yeah. Oh well. I have to correct myself, saying that OU he like prefer OU over Uber slash doubles.
Hmm.
Well.
Okay.
Okay.
Understandable. OU is the second best tier in the breakdown.
Okay. So where are we ranking him? Where are we ranking the Keshper?
The Keshper. Uh, C, I
C.
think is fair.
All right. Why? What makes you say C and not D?
Why? Do you think B?
No, not B. D. I was personally thinking D.
Are you forgetting? Are you forgetting all the people he beat during TLT?
Oh yeah, he did have that run. He
That
did have
run,
that
Mikoi.
run.
D is not
D is not
that's
okay.
harsh. That's
That's
way too
not.
harsh.
Yeah, that's not an indicator. Okay, that's not. Now that you've unlocked that TLT memory in me, nah, he's not D. He's not D territory. I think C is fair.
Also, hell, I faced Keshpa a few times during Cycle One, and I have lost before
Okay, so
a
he is
number
a
of times actually.
so
So
he
yeah, I don't think he's D.
yeah so he is a proven player. I just maybe my scale is a little bit off, just like with everyone else's. So yeah, all right, C it is. I concur.
C plus maybe, but yeah, C.
Okay, next up is another newbie, at least from what I've seen. Bleehy. How do you say it? Bleehy, Bleehy, Bleh,
I say Bliahi.
Bleh. Bleh. I'm just gonna
I don't
call him
know.
Bleh.
It's probably not how it's said. That's just how I read it.
Okay, Bleehay. Bleehay, currently in round seven of OS of official Small Gun Doubles tournament. That's probably outdated, but he did make far in official Small Gun Doubles tournament. He's competing in tours such as Alma Gamea, HGPL, or and the Limit Break series. That's what I've gotten down.
I don't know what two of those are.
Me too. Me too. They're just random tours that I found on his personal thing. Anyway, it's personal small gun. Anyway, T stats.
Okay, let's see what
I
the
know.
T stats reveal.
Yeah,
The
but
T stats
I'm gonna
reveal
guess
that
doubles.
he had that he's that yeah, you're right actually. It's doubles.
Yeah, double.
22 points in doubles and not and nowhere near that amount of points for any other tier actually.
Okay. But have you faced him and what do you think?
I've yeah, I've faced him before.
Mm-hmm.
Singles, doubles. I feel like he's probably beaten me in doubles, but I feel like I've probably beaten him too. Uh
Mm-hmm. Your
I
scale,
think I've
man.
mostly beaten him without hacks in singles.
Okay.
He's probably above average in doubles. I haven't faced him that much in there. I think I've mostly faced him in singles. Uh,
I don't think Aragon put
hmm?
him in his doubles tier list. Did he?
Oof. Um, no idea. I can check. I have the commencement thread pulled up.
No, he didn't. Okay.
Oh,
Okay. Well, his preferred
damn.
tiers he wants to play are LC, doubles, and PU.
LC doubles and PU?
Yeah, that's what he put in.
Somehow I find that very fitting.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Okay, so you said that he's above average in doubles, but Anything else?
Uh, Singles wise, easy D.
Ooh, D, huh? All right. What do you?
Yeah, he's not great in singles to be honest.
Uh,
I watch him get lucky a lot.
oh boy. And yeah, that's gonna be hard because the doubles pool is A stacked and B singles is not much better. So I think
Well, yeah.
if his singles performance is not much better, then yeah, he's gonna have a lot of trouble fitting in.
No,
Uh,
his singles performance is worse than doubles easily.
yeah, he's gonna have a lot of trouble like getting some good points in and getting a good record here in BLT 11. So good luck. D tier it is.
Yeah, D.
All right, next up, taking notes, kinda. Now, this guy has been popping. He's been popping in the cycle here and there. I've seen him before I unofficially left tours room. But
Yeah, we've seen him do qualify in years past.
yeah, but now he's actually taking the time to actually go for it, and go for it he did in BLT. And now I can safely say his records are
He's
actually
gone
kind.
for it before, but yes.
He's actually kind of decent now. His records show that he's actually kind of a decent player now. Round 7 in UU Masters, round 6 in the
Nice.
round 6 in the Monotype Spring Seasonal, and he made it to round 5 of the official Never Used Seasonal.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
So, okay, alright, kinda rate your experience with taking notes, kinda.
I have not had much experience with him recently.
Hmm. But have you faced him before?
Although not recently.
Okay, okay.
I will say this though, I noticed he only started playing relatively late in the cycle, but still qualled anyway.
Guaranteed. Guaranteed
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, he started pretty late compared to most of the other people in the G pool, yet still made it. He scored a lot of points really fast.
Damn. Man's a grinder.
Yeah,
Man grinded. Alright. What?
but you gotta remember, even if you grind during BLT season, there's no guarantee that
Whoa.
grinding will get you a lot of points.
Whoa. Well, if
That there's no guarantee that even if you grind a lot, there's no guarantee you'll earn a lot of points from it because there's obviously a lot of other skilled players playing during BLT quals usually,
this is what I
especially during cycle 1.
this is what I call getting lost in the shuffle. He's gonna have a hard time fitting in terms of the big. He needs to find a niche in terms of like he's already got something going on like UU and NU, but if he does perform against some of the decent players here, then that's good. But otherwise, is gonna have a hard time with getting a record that is decent.
Dang, where'd all that come from? I was just gonna say that he actually did get a lot of points really fast from grinding, which means he has to be somewhat good.
And yeah, the records does show that he is good. He did make far in some of the seasonals, and like I mentioned. But where are we putting him? Where are we putting him?
That's up to you.
Oh, great. Why are you leaving it to me, the guy who doesn't really show up on
You've
Showdown
been ask
anymore?
you've been asking me for these for almost all of them so far, yet this is your tier list, Mikoi. And
This is
you
the
did the
official.
research. I
Yeah,
didn't.
yes, the official tier list. This is okay. Fine. I'm gonna say C. I'm gonna say C for him. Like he's
I
not.
would say C plus, B minus, but yeah, that's fine, I guess.
No, I think B is a little too much. I think C, C plus. Yeah, I think that's perfectly fine for him. He's not. He's not gonna be like over the top line of S tier, but he's not F tier. He's not that bad. He's actually pretty competent. He's competent. That's the word. All right.
Okay.
Next up, Stories, aka her stories, the former Togki in Smagan.
Oh, so
This
that's who that was.
and this
Like I saw the reveal behind the altar. I'm like, who the hell is Stories?
yeah, this is the stories of a man named Smagan. Anyway,
Oh,
Togki or stories. We'll call the former stories now from now on. They are an SCL player. They are an SCL player, and they have a neutral record there, 4-4. And they recently made the PU Ladder Tour, and they were runner-up.
oh, damn, that's pretty good.
That is very, very good. And yep, you've known stories for quite a few times. You've even they even provided you support a couple of times. What do you think?
Uh, yeah. Well, just-
Ah,
I won't
what do
get
you think?
into what you were just saying, but I think A.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, the records do show that they are incapable of being below, but A is a very good choice since they are an SCL player and hopefully people won't have my head when I rank someone as credible as stories in something lower than B. All right, A is good. A is fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, next up is Ryusuken. Ryusuken, another newcomer to BLT and one that you've recently checked replays.
Yeah, literally did that today.
All right, so
And sent you them. Did you watch any?
watch some. There's something, all right. There's something to behold, all right.
Anyways, are we checking his point breakdown?
Yes.
Alright, here we go. Here we go. His best tier in the point breakdown is OU, followed by Mono.
Uh-huh. That lines up from what I've seen here in their sign-up sheet. They prefer OUPU and monotype.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, PU is tied for their third best, so understandable.
So, man, so we did check out his replays just now, just a couple of hours ago. They're interesting. They have somewhat of an unconventional style, but it's something that I could get behind, and you know what? They can hold their own against certain big players.
Wait, Ryosoken? They have the unconventional style?
No, 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 no. Oh, I'm thinking of someone else when I said unconventional time. No, they're the ones who
Yeah.
yeah, he did. They held their own against other people. They held their own well, and they've even dominated in a few occasions. So they're good. They're decent, but nothing much else to say there. These are players that have hidden locked potential in them. Let's just say that.
Okay.
Where do you want to put them?
I think C.
See, okay, fair enough.
They're not. They're at the point where they just they play ideally.
Yeah, again, hidden
They
locked
don't make any
potential.
big plays, but they play ideally. They seem relatively dedicated to improving.
That's good, and that's sorely needed for BLT. He did say that he can play any tier with good team support, and I hope to see that. I hope to see that happen. All right, next up,
Not
Botsy,
gonna lie, I wonder if we should make a C plus tier.
because there
If
are
we
so
have
many
too
people.
many C tiers, there's gonna be a lot of C tiers. I fear.
We'll put him. Well, keep in mind, PokeArt. These are only 32 people. Not many as the ones we're going to be testing later on, but still. Anyway,
Okay, okay.
next up, Batsy. Charizard 642. Alright, Batsy. Big guy in Smogon. You probably heard of him.
Of course I have, yeah.
Yeah, you probably heard of Batsy. I'm also speaking to the general public. So they are currently in the OU Spring Seasonal Round 6 Losers Bracket. And they also have a 4-1 record in OUPL.
Oh, nice.
They have a good, decent record. So, what are we thinking for Botsy? Because we know if you've seen him, you've seen him. But for those who don't know, Botsy, pretty big OU player back in the day, and he has past BLT records that show that he can really shine given the right circumstances.
Wait, you're asking me what to rank him?
Well, what do you think? Well, now I'm asking you. What do you think?
Uh, I didn't face him. I don't know if I don't. Uh. I don't think I really took any note of his alt, so I have no idea.
I'm thinking personal. Well, from past experiences, I kind of want to say, oh man, B.
That's probably fair.
You could make the argument of them being A tier. Like I can totally see people ranking him A. Like I get that, but to me, I think B. I think B plus is probably more fitting for him.
Okay.
All right, next up is Novax. Clearly, this man is a man who doesn't like vaccinations. Okay, so.
I was gonna make that joke.
Alright, so Novax made it to round 6 of SV Monotype Cup and competed in tours such as the SV Monotype OMs and HGPL. So he's making the rounds. He's making the rounds there. So, Novax, have you faced him at all?
I have, on occasion, I think.
Okay, so you probably have some sort of opinion of him.
He's not great. He's
Ooh,
not that bad.
okay. I
I
was gonna say it's not
like
great.
he's like in the range of CD, like a lot of these guys are.
So C, as you may say. That's fair.
I don't, I don't know. I mean, I don't feel like I can really make a I don't feel like I can really make a super strong opinion based on the possible few times I've faced him. I feel like half those times were in 1v1 or 2v2. I don't know.
Uh huh. Okay. Okay, I'll trust your opinion.
I have a replay of facing him, but like that's a weird replay, and
Yeah,
it's LC, and LC is LC.
it's weird. It's a weird one. Well, he does prefer to play OU and LC, so that's
Oh,
that's good
is it a
because
bad sign that I beat him in one of his better tiers then?
it's an sign.
Well, based on what you've seen, what do you think? Based on his results, based on some of the replays I may have sent you.
He's I. He's I.
Okay, so
See,
what's your opinion?
C tier.
Dang, we need a C plus tier. I think we've hit the second row.
Okay, so after updating, we've decided to make a C plus tier. Don't ask why. We're just getting kind of loaded here, especially from the way I put the names. Anyway, after internal discussions, we decided to put a C plus tier. But you can make your own tier lists if you want. Again, this is just our official predictions.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like the C tier isn't exactly equal, so I think the C plus tier is a little better at categorizing.
Okay, next up, Ferenia, aka One Last Kiss. The man who got robbed.
Okay.
The man who got robbed last year.
Yes, he did. Yes, he freaking did.
Man was supposed to play like a bunch. He is one of the best OU players. You got one of your best guys. You got one of your best OU players from last year, and you screwed him up. Don't do that this year, please.
Hey, we didn't screw him up. We're not, only two people were in charge of our team.
I feel bad. I feel bad for Ferenia. I really wanted to.
Oh, let's not even talk about the fact that I think he lost one game to
He lost three.
in a bad instance of hacks. He lost a game to timer, a game he was winning quite well at that.
He got screwed
Uh
again. He got screwed.
yeah, he got pretty screwed.
He got screwed in last year's BLT. Hopefully, this year's BLT should work better for him. Again, he's one of the best OU players that you got. One of the most underrated OU players that you got.
He's a bit of a mixed bag sometimes. Sometimes you see him play like godly against
I've seen it.
extremely good players.
Mm-hmm.
And then other times
He just kind of there. He just kind of plays averagely. But the ones that he plays are the ones that he play godly are super godly. Highly recommend checking him out.
I've seen him play at his best. Ooh,
Yeah,
damn.
he is goaded. So, man is currently in the SV Monotype Cup. He's in round 7, and made it to round six of OSTD with the 3-3 record.
Oh, huh.
So he is a
Didn't
pretty new.
realize he played doubles at all.
Huh? What did you say?
Didn't realize he played doubles at all.
Yeah, he's trying to get there in the doubles thing. Yeah, I can do for
Then
him.
again, there's quite a few people who I never pegged as doubles players who are actually doing well in OSTT.
Yeah, I saw that too when checking the OSTD like forums and records and all that. So yeah, what do we think of Ferenia now?
Uh, did you watch any replays?
Not recently, but he does want to play OU in his sign up, so still
Ooh.
alive and kicking, still alive and kicking.
Yeah, well, I don't think I really played against him. Nor did I don't know if I how many games I really saw and actively paid attention to.
Yeah, hopefully let's say hopefully this is a better year for him. Please, I really want to see his godly play again.
You wanna what do you wanna rank him?
I'm thinking B. My gut says
Not
A,
A?
but my gut says A, but I'm thinking B plus. Cause you did mention him being a mixed bag, which he just kind of like
Well,
at times.
well, well. That was Qualls me, Coy.
I can't wait to see him actually do some godliness in OU if he can. We're
Like come
biased.
on. I think we can agree that his tour games on average are probably better than room tour games.
So
He's
so are,
probably only half trying for some of those room tours.
so are we
And I
committing?
can't blame anyone who half tries in those.
Are we committing into putting him in A?
That's up to you since this is your list, but I personally put him in A for me.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, you've convinced me. A it is. A for Enya. I'm biased. Okay, I like the guy. I like the way he plays.
I like that guy too.
All right.
I wanted to draft him in TPP, but his sign up was deleted or something.
Mm,
I don't
that's a
remember what
shame.
happened, and then me and Youth panicked.
Yeah, that's a shame. That's really a shame. Next up, Penter. The tourist grinder himself, Hunter, making a return to the guaranteed pool, but not as number one anymore.
Yeah, because there were a fair amount of people grinding who were better than him.
Yeah, but like what Aragon said in his doubles tier list video, because I did watch that, don't stereotype him just for that, because he is kind of an unsung underrated player, if that makes any sense, because he is surprisingly very good at doubles. He made it to round 8 of OSTD with a 5-3 record.
Yeah, I'm aware he's good at doubles.
Mm-hmm. Like don't let the fact that his singles is kind of that his doubles game is pretty good. So I want to
Oh
see
yeah,
him.
his singles game is pretty
It's
it's pretty
pretty.
meh.
It's pretty meh. But his doubles game is like decent. Like it's up there, and he needs to showcase that a lot against even the experienced doubles player. And he proved it well here in OSDT, not OSTD. It's OSDT, official small gun doubles tournament.
Yes.
All right, what are we ranking Panther?
Hmm. I faced him before.
I have
I
faced it
don't know
myself
if I
too.
faced. Yeah, because he plays a lot. Um, I think B's a bit too generous.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe B if you're only talking about doubles,
Mm-hmm.
but
Same opinion. Same
but
opinion.
but like
If we're
there are
factoring,
quite a
go
there are
ahead.
quite a number of good doubles players this year.
Right.
So who knows? He might not even get to play it.
I'm thinking C plus because his singles game is kind of bringing him down a bit, but his doubles game is very strong. I'm gonna put him at C plus.
You know what? You know what? That's fair because like if we're only taking singles into account, I would say C. If we're only taking doubles into account, I would say B.
But this is kind
So
of a mixed
averaging the
bag.
two out, C plus is good.
All right, all right. I'm glad we can agree, and hopefully, people, managers especially, do take into account that Penter is good at doubles. You may want to consider him if you're looking for a good doubles
Yeah,
option.
I mean he's literally room driver in the doubles room.
See, there you
And
go.
that doesn't necessarily mean you're good at the tier, but it definitely means you're very familiar with it.
There you go.
It
Moving
means
on.
you talk enough in the room
You're
like
talking.
about the metagame to get promoted that far. So I think it's a sign that he knows the metagame pretty well. Even if you don't start him, he'd probably be good support.
And yeah, hopefully we get to see him in VGC as well. If he does manage to do VGC, like IRL VGC. Anyway, next
We
up.
got other VGC players in the pool. Not this pool, but the normal pool.
Yeah, the normal, but we do see a lot of VGC players who are in currently in
I
regionals.
said a few. I
Yeah,
said a few, not a lot.
not a lot. All right, next up, Arcanine 1929 or Arcanine numbers. The last guaranteed guy in Cycle Uno has had some minor success of his own. OST round 3 and Uber's winter seasonal. Also competed tours such as Alma Guinea and Limit Break. Guys, the tours rag.
Yep,
What are we thinking?
faced him quite a number of times.
What are we thinking?
And personally, remember how we ranked him D last year?
I think we did, yeah.
Yeah, I know we did. He never let that go. He
This
brings
is-
it up a lot. I think he was
Oh.
pretty insulted by it.
Well, what are we
And
thinking this year?
he thinks we're gonna rank him D again.
Personally, I think
You sound
C.
very
Personally, because I think D as well for this year.
You do? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, what if I told you this might come as a shock?
What?
See,
Why you say that? I gotta hear the reasoning.
I think he's improved since last year. That's my
Oh,
reasoning.
okay. Better than Henguini and Lechen and Blie.
I don't think any of those guys are like in the 2300s for Ranbat's ladder
But that's Ranbats.
or got into RBTT.
But that's Ranbats.
Yeah, but like I've also faced him in normal tiers as well. He definitely seems better than last year. Oh yeah, did I mention he's actually got a badge on Smogan now? That means he's probably done quite a few suspects on like real tiers, you know?
Good job. Good job. Fair enough. Okay.
Well, actually, I don't know for sure if those are real tiers, but point is, I have faced him in real tiers somewhat recently. I think he's definitely better than last year. He definitely seems more competent.
Okay. See it is. See it is.
Yep, yep.
All
See,
right. Now we move on to the cycle two. This one you're very familiar with, since you're part of the guaranteed pool for cycle two. We only got 16 left. Next up is Let's Rumble, Shall We? AKA Hill requires a one, AKA Inertial Initiative, AKA the guy who said, AKA the guy who had the I shat tours room quote.
oh, I don't think I need to know that.
Okay, so BLT TLT veteran, this guy is. He made it to round four of official ladder of official Small God tournament or OST. So
Okay.
man is slowly climbing up the SV ladder somewhat. So what are we thinking for Mr. Hellray?
So I've noticed Hellray seems pretty solid in some of the lower tiers, like NU.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think his stronger suit is probably like RU, NU, PU.
RU, NU, I don't know about PU, but RU and NU he seems strong in.
Hmm.
And OU to some extent, maybe.
Okay.
Um, I admittedly have trouble beating him quite a bit.
So he has somewhat improved.
I'd say C plus. I don't
C
think he's quite B, but
plus.
C plus I think works for him.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Next up, Eternal Ocean, another newcomer to the BLT 11 list, the BLT Blood Cesspool, that it is. Um, he's currently doing the PU ladder tournament and the doubles ladder tournament. That's all I have for notes.
Damn, I think I sent you a few replays though, did I not?
I did check them out, and he seems meh. Like, oh,
Yeah,
he's like he can certainly like adapt to certain tiers, but the problem is like he's kind of like all over the place when in terms of style and substance in terms of his battling prowess. Like he can hold his own against good players, but in terms of like really good players, he's gonna choke hard.
I agree.
So yeah, he might struggle if he does get played it up against a really good player who's really experienced in the tier. I doubt he's gonna have an easy time, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. What is your experience with man?
Feel like I faced him quite a bit actually. Um, I
Oh, you
feel
must
like
have.
I've won sometimes. I feel like he's probably won more times. Although those were probably in tiers that I didn't get very many points in.
Okay, okay. So
I
what? Do you,
feel
go ahead. Go ahead.
I was about to say what my ranking was. So were you about to say anything before that?
I was gonna ask, what do you think of his? What would you rank him?
C.
Not C plus.
No, just C.
Okay. I mean, I'm gonna follow your suit because I really did because I have no idea about him. But from the replays I see, he seems
He
meh.
just seems like the kind of player who, you know, plays optimally but doesn't make any big plays, which
Uh,
is basically the C criteria.
yeah, this is C tier in a nutshell. Next up, who's this guy? Poker 2004. Do you know him?
Hmm. Can't say I do.
Maybe I'll check him out. Oh, wow, he's a BLT and TLT veteran, huh? Um, and only prefers to make logos. I see as well. Only has
Oh
his
god,
ear.
don't remind me. I
um,
have logos to do before the end of the month, Mikoi.
I know. You got to get to working on some of those. So I haven't really seen you play all that much in normal SV nowadays. So kindly tell what you're good at. Tell the lovely folks, like, what do you see yourself as?
I don't know what I'm good at, to be honest, in
You're like
SV.
everyone. Don't be like everyone who says that. Actually, give an opinion of yourself.
But, uh, that's difficult.
Okay. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. I don't know. Your past
How
experiences.
about
Hmm?
how about you look at my point breakdown and
Okay.
say what you think?
Well, I can't physically
Tell me.
look. I can't physically look, but you list them off.
Dang, why can't you look?
I'm lazy.
Well, I'm lazy too, but I've been looking at all the point breakdowns.
And what's yours?
Fine. You're gonna be surprised at this, I think.
Okay.
Ubers is my number one tier point breakdown wise.
Okay, managers, pick clean
No!
Ubers.
No! Blame Ice Master!
I know. I've seen the teams he provided.
Yeah, only reason I have so many points in Ubers, 28 by the way, out of the 88 points I have total. Uh only reason I have that many is cuz Ice Master provided me a ladder topping team.
And it's a very, very good team. I've seen it myself. Oh my god.
Yeah, it allowed me to farm a lot of Uber stores. Okay,
Uh,
maybe not a lot, but like the times when Ubers was the official, it allowed me to get quite a number of points from those and some miscellaneous points from other normal Uber stores as well.
Ugh. Alright. So Ubers is your best tier, so
No,
managers.
no, 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 no,
Managers.
no, 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 no. No, no, no,
uh,
no, 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 no.
Alright, so
I just explained to Mikoi that I only have that many Uber's points
I know,
thanks
I
to a
know, I
good team
know.
provided from a much better, very good former tier leader Uber's player.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, so I don't know. I don't know what I'll see you as. I
Oh yeah,
think
I also have 17 points in LC, 15 points in UU, and that's actually all the official points I have from BLT tiers.
because the rest are OMs or just 1v1
The
because you
rest
love.
are 1v1, 2v2, Gen 1 random battle, Gen 8 1v1.
Eh, girl's an OM player, as you can see.
No,
So
no, no. It's just, you see, I was also provided good 1v1 and 2v2 teams
I'm
by a friend. A
good.
friend who is not in this pool. We will be ranking him in Cycle Two's normal pool, I believe.
All
But
right,
yeah, like, I have 12 1v1 points and 10 2v2 points.
crazy, crazy. I don't know. I don't know how to rank you. Maybe C. Well, it's definitely in the C tier, but I'm not sure, honestly.
Do I need to send you some of my replays
Well,
for you to make a decision?
but no, I can just imagine how you played. You send me the replay later. I'll check them out. But as
Okay.
of right now, I think I'm gonna give you C. I can't be confident in putting you in C plus.
No, that's fair. That's
C.
pretty fair.
Yeah, C. Sorry. I
Yeah.
think I see you as C. You're very.
I'm like I already explained my criteria for C, and that's my criteria partly because that's kind of what I do a lot,
Yep.
and I'm kind of a mixed bag,
Yeah.
and C tier I feel is for mixed bags.
Alright. Wow, the confidence in you, Miss Guaranteed.
Are you saying that as if I'm? Are you saying that I'm too confident or not confident enough?
That's what you call a mixed bag.
I'm so confused.
Anyway, next up, Railgun, aka Luisin on Small Guy, the former Luisin.
No, no, no. The railgun on Smogan. They're Luisin on Showdown, Miko. You got
Oh,
that a little mixed up.
bleh. 3-3 in PTPL and round 7 of OSDT with a 4-3 record.
Not bad, not bad.
Oh,
And that's understandable because he has a lot of doubles points.
he is primarily a doubles player through and through, and a lot of people. Aragon made his doubles tier list, and he put Luis in at a pretty high tier. So I think I will agree because Luisin, because now having this much experience, like a previous year ago, I didn't know about Luisin at all, but now that I've gained a lot of experience and watching Luisin's games in the past, he's good. He's good. I don't think he'll hold his own against like the best of the best SVDOU players, but
I think he has the potential
he
to.
has potential. Yeah, he has potential. He can put up a fight. He can easily beat like the new DOU players who are just there for the money, for the slot filling. But in terms of the SVDOU players, he might struggle, but he'll definitely pull up a fight.
Okay.
So what are we thinking? B or C plus? That's where I'm thinking of.
I think B.
B. Okay. I definitely can see the
Also,
skill in him.
I just real sorry, I just realized I don't think I ever clarified what I signed up for.
I think. Oh yeah, that's right. You signed up for what? NU, DOU.
I signed up for NU, DOU, LC, and UU as like my low priority.
Okay, so managers take
Even
notes.
though I don't have any points in DOU or NU, I did actually play a fair amount of DOU during the cycle. I just didn't have success because, well, I guess I'm just not good at piloting fan room.
Mm, don't give your teams
Yeah,
away.
well, that's a sample. It's a very public sample, and and half of everyone uses it.
Doubles players. All right, next up, Yippee or Yippee Drippy. Their only record,
Yippee!
their only record show here as they have a 4-5 record in Uber's World Cup.
Huh. I mean, the fact they're in Uber's World Cup is something already.
Something, yeah, something. So what do
Four
you?
five, while negative, is not that bad though.
Yeah, it's not that bad. It's more average than you think. So you have faced him a couple of times, I presume.
I think so.
And what do you think?
Uh, I don't remember anything too remarkable. What about you?
Right.
Have you
I've seen his replays, and definitely, I do think he has some skill. Like he has shown his potential quite a bit, and some of his Uber work, but The ones that he won, the ones that he won in Uber's World Cup are actually pretty good plays. The five though that he lost in are something worth revisiting. I don't know.
What do you mean by that?
I'm not particularly impressed in the things he lost in, but the things he won in, I'm actually kind of, okay, okay. I'd take a
Well,
note.
what if I told you his top three tiers qual wise are LC with 30 points,
LC, what?
Ubers, and DOU.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember actually. During the days where LC was the official, he got a lot of points from those.
Damn, what if he been spamming?
I don't know. Maybe it's because it's LC. I mean, I got a lot of points. I got a fair amount of points from LC officials too. But like one of those was one in which I got two DQs in a row, then a timeout. Immediately got to semis without doing anything.
Rigged.
Oh, but it's okay because I still won the semifinal and final match,
Rigged.
fair and square.
All right, all right, all right. So, what are we thinking of Yeepy?
I don't know if I can really give a proper ranking.
Me, I'm gonna say C plus. I think I generally see him as C plus. Like he's good. Like he definitely has potential there. But let's just see that let's just put him in a tier that he's comfortable with because he did sign up for all. Let's just put him
I
in a
don't
tier that he's
know.
comfortable with and see how it
I
goes.
think he would have stuck out to me more if he was C plus. So
So
I'm putting him C.
okay, so I'm putting him in C plus. You're putting him in C. Okay.
I've watched a number of his qual games, his games from quals, and well, admittedly, I don't pay attention to a lot of games I'm watching because
Hmm.
I just do a lot of little things on the side. But I don't I don't think I remember him being super great,
Yikes.
and I feel like I could usually beat him.
Hmm.
Maybe
All
I'm
right.
saying a lot of this unsure, but like I think I don't think C plus. I think C.
Okay. Okay, that's fair. All right. Next up is Failbur. Failbur. It's a known presence in BLT past before. Made it to round 8 of UU Masters and made it to round
Wait,
4.
what?
Yes,
Damn.
yes, he did. Made it to round 8 of UU Masters. Made it to round 4 of SB Monotype Cup as well.
Okay.
So he made it far in UU Masters. He's very good at UU. Failberg is very good at UU. Like, if you're looking for a last minute option to go as a UU sub, Failberg, you can't go wrong with Failberg.
All right.
All right, so what are we thinking for good old Failberg? A lot of
C
people,
maybe?
yeah, a lot of people might rank him low because he's a Taurus grinder, so all Taurus grinders must be ranked low. No, he's actually proven himself to be kind of decent, but not by much. He's still improving, of course, but I think C's fair. I still think C is fair.
I think he's kind of on the lower end of a lot of the people we put in C.
Hmm.
But yeah, mm, call it C minus, I guess.
Okay. C minus is fair. That's where I generally see him as well. Alright, next up, Jojo Wee.
Wait, I think I should mention something about
Oh.
Failbur. From what I've observed lately, he either goes hard HO or hard stall.
Oh. Isn't that
I
kind of
don't think
his
I've really seen him go in between, not gonna lie.
I think that's kind of his MO. I think that is the Zemo nowadays. It's just hard HO or hard stall. All
Can't
right.
go wrong if you're alternating between the two, I guess.
All right. Next up, we got JoJo Wee. A, a very
Whee!
surprising player, honestly. He's currently in round 6 of SV Monotype Cup. He's still in that
Not
tour.
bad. Oh, nice.
And checking his replays, since we did check those, man's got potential. Man's got potential up the wazoo.
Yeah, he's definitely yeah,
He can hold his own against the good guys. Now that's saying
decent
something.
to some extent, yes. I did find a replay of him playing against Vert, but like he got destroyed, so obviously there's a limit to how good he can hold his own.
Uh-huh.
How good of a player it is he can hold his own against.
Uh-huh. And have you faced him in your cycle journey?
Pretty sure I have a number of times.
So you're good fit to describe how he plays to a T.
Hmm. I wouldn't. He's not B. I don't think he's B.
That's kind of overrating him a bit, yeah.
Yeah. Uh, I feel like he's beaten me. Uh, a number of times. I've probably beaten him a few times.
C plus.
So
I'm thinking C plus. I think he's on the same skill level as like Penter and Tempo in that regard. Like some of his good tiers,
it's pretty hard to say for him, to be honest. I will say though, OU seems to be his best tier.
yeah.
He does seem pretty good at that.
Yes, yes, I can confirm. Like his OU game is pretty decent.
Yeah, one of the replays I sent you was him beating someone who was top 30 OU ladder.
Oh, that's
And that's
crazy.
someone he was facing was someone I have repeatedly lost to in OU as well. In fact, I think I've probably lost to Jojo Wee a few times in OU as well.
Okay, so managers again might want to consider him if you're looking for a semi decent OU sub. Jojo Wee, you can't go wrong with Jojo Wee as well.
Yeah, it's just a little hard to judge for him because he's just not that known. And again, he's a bit of a mixed bag because I feel like if we're taking other tiers into account, he's probably just a normal C player. But for OU, C plus is probably fine.
Yeah. And I think that's what we're ranking him based on that strength alone. I think I'm putting him as C plus.
So we'll rank so we won't rank Penter B based on doubles alone, but we'll rank JoJo C plus based on OU alone.
Yes. Hey, we're both ranking him as C plus, okay?
You
I
don't see my screen. How do you know?
I know. I know. Anyway, next up, Ganisu dot dash X org. I don't know. Or it's Ganisu.
Isn't it Genisu X org?
Yeah, it's Ganisu org X org. But it's just named Ganisu here, so I'm stepping in Ganisu. Ganisu. I think he's only got I think I only noted him as minimal success in RU Winter Seasonal. Just he made it to round 3.
I Yet his main is supposedly LC.
Mm, okay. So, what are we thinking of Ganisu? Have you faced him?
I think I've faced him a few times, yeah.
Mm.
I
Alright.
know I faced him in Ubers once. I
I
know that.
think I've faced him
Ironically,
before as well.
weirdly, he has a lot of Ubers points, even though I don't think I've lost to him in Ubers.
Ooh. That's crazy. Okay.
His the most amount of points he has though, it's in LC, 33 points. Then
So
Uber's 21 points.
so
Everything else is only a few points each.
a decent-ish LC sub, if you will.
Uh
What do you think? Okay, what do you think? You think Sim?
D.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah,
That's
Genisu's not that good.
okay. D
I'm
it
not
is.
sure if I've lost to him, period. And if I have, surely I couldn't have been playing at my best.
Good for you,
Or
woman.
maybe there was hacks.
Good for you, woman. All
Yeah,
right.
I don't really have a high opinion of Genisu.
That's where we're gonna
Sorry.
rank him. Next up is Floor. Floor is a BLT and TLT veteran. He is negative in 2 and 4 in Uber's World Cup, and it did make round 4 of Monotype Spring Seasonals. Recent records in Spagon. But we've known the guy for as long as 4 or 5 years now. So
uh, since 2019, yeah.
yeah, 5 years. Dang, we're old. So Floor is kind of just one of those players that is also kind of up and downy a bit, but in terms of recent performances, I again
Well, did you know he went undefeated last year in BLT?
he made 1-0.
Well, yes, but that is still technically undefeated.
Isn't that just 1-0? Yeah.
I think he was I think he was against Inafable.
No, he was against Irene.
That's Inafable.
Oh yeah, then yes. Then yes. Where are we putting Floor?
I think C.
See? Okay, that's fair. I'll put you two both side by side right here. Floor is a
Hooray.
mixed bag as well, as much as you are. Alright, next up is Rafna. A boy from TPP.
That's my guy.
That's
That's my dude.
that's the boy from TPP who
That's
did.
my that's my 5 and 3 that's my 5 and 3 pokey AAA starter.
Yeah, your boy is a good player and a great OMs guy, but in terms of singles, he's all right.
He's decent.
All right, he's all right. He's not gonna set the world on fire unless he proves himself like he did in TPP. But he can hold his own. Like he can put up some good fights and good performances here and there. So we'll give him a passing recommendation. What do you think?
I'm actually pretty curious to hear what you give him. I actually have it in my mind where to put him, I think, but I want to hear what you say
I'm
first.
thinking somewhere along the lines of C plus.
I
May
think C plus.
Really? What makes it say C plus?
I think he's uh well, we know that he is definitely capable of playing quite well if he knows the meta.
Yep, we've seen that before in Poke. But that's a completely different tier other than singles tiers.
Well, like I said, if he knows the meta, I assume he doesn't know singles tiers super well, but if he does, I think he could play them fine.
Mm. We've got some unlocked potential here as well, folks. Get ready. I'm gonna put him at the top of C as well. I'm gonna put him at right here in this C. But in the upper, if that makes any sense, it's the upper higher. It's the between C plus and C. That's where I generally sell Rafna.
Yeah, I'm putting him in C plus personally.
Okay, I can respect that because he does have some hidden potential, and I'm very curious how he'll perform in singles tiers because he's more of an OM. He's kind of an other meta centric guy, as you mentioned in the TP seasonal against Chen. All right. Next up, sword words barber.
Ugh.
I think that's a very good indication because, man, he is a newcomer to BLT 11, like I mentioned. My God, this guy. What the hell?
Yeah, he's an interesting one.
His plays are, shall we say,
Um,
underwhelming?
no, that's perfectly fine as a description, I think.
He kind of seems lacking in terms of understanding some of the metas, and his performances kind of reflect on that. He's kind of eh.
I think he builds his own teams, considering I usually see at least one unconventional set per team.
For example, give some examples.
Um, I don't know the UU meta well, but I don't think Hex Rotom is standard.
Rotom Wash. Rotom
Hex
Wash.
Rotom Wash, yeah.
I don't know either. That's kind of awkward and weird. But yeah, Swordward's Barber. I think I'm putting him D or F. What
But
do you
yeah, he
think?
also just I think he also just has some weird plays.
So D or F?
Hmm.
Kind of want to put him in F personally.
I'm fi- I, hmm?
I kind of want to put him in F personally.
I mean, I'm fine wherever you want to put him as long as it's between D and F.
L Cap, you're getting a buddy. Here's your buddy in F tier.
Yeah. He's the barber for a guy called Swordward, I heard.
Yeah, you ever heard of him? Swordward?
Do you know who Swordward is actually, Mikoi?
I do. I'm just asking you.
Yes, I've seen the Gen 8 post game. I know who it is.
I've played the Gen 8 post game. I know who Swordward and Shieldbert are. He's our There are two
I don't
friends.
like them.
There are two friends. Anyway, and friends I
No, I
mean
think they're
burn.
brothers.
Yeah, there are two friends who burn in hell. Who should burn in hell forever. All right,
Brothers.
next up is Paulod 99.
Okay, now that's someone who's not F tier.
No, I'm definitely not because he made it to
But
round.
they're not that much higher either, are they?
Oof, all right. He made it to round 5 of OU spring seasonal though. And they competed in OST and actually did somewhat minimally well. They made it to round 3.
So that's already worth like a C maximum.
C maximum, D minimum, I'd say.
I've kind of looked at some of their other replay other games during quals. They qualled under the alt. Hold on, I need to pull that up because I will not be able to pronounce it otherwise.
Um,
One moment. Give me a moment.
this is the moment. Where's the moment? Ana Pepe is so
Uh,
cute.
yes.
I had to say it
Uh,
because I will watch. All right,
you had to say because what?
I had to say it so that you won't be so that you won't have to.
You know what? I can appreciate that.
All right, give us the T stats.
Best tier is PU, supposedly. 15 points in it. Although I thought this guy's best tier was LC.
I thought this guy's best tier was Monotype.
I'm pretty sure it's LC.
Oh, what did they
But
sign up
maybe it's
for?
LC and mono. Uh let's take a look.
He said OU or all with teams. He's gonna
Oh,
struggle. He's gonna struggle in the OU pool.
bro should have stuck to LC.
Yeah. D. I think D. Even though he made it to round 5 of of OU spring seasonal, which is commendable. I don't.
Damn, is he that unremarkable in your eyes?
Yeah. I just feel he's kind of lacking. I think it might put him in the same vein as like Anguini or Genesu in that regard.
Yeah, he definitely does seem kind of underwhelming.
Hmm. All
He
right.
got a lot of points really fast, but then just kind of wasn't able to get many points
Hmm.
late
I
in
think
the
it's just
cycle,
yeah. I think
which
it
is coincidentally when I think a lot of people started playing more.
yeah. I think it's just days of not being able to get any points, and then so all of a sudden you're massively getting points from multiple continuous cycles, uh, multiple continuous tiers as you go along. That's great. All right.
No, I said the opposite. I said they got a lot of points really fast, then they didn't get any for a few days,
Oh. Oh. Opposite.
or barely
They
got
just have
any.
that one lucky day where they just got all the points.
No, no, no. It wasn't one lucky day. You can't get like 60 something points in one day.
Oh no 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 no. All right. So D, I'd say D.
I don't have I don't think I can have a better opinion because I don't think I faced him that much.
Mm. So you're right. He is kind of unremarkable to me. All right. Next up, much more notable presence in our eyes. G of 97.
In our eyes, yes.
Yes.
Unfortunately not in others,
Not in
which
others.
saddens me.
It saddens me too because their records are actually pretty decent this year compared to previous years.
Oh,
GF actually does have some records to boot. They made it to round 5 in LC Winter Seasonal. She made it to round 7 in Monotype Spring Seasonal. And she made it
oh
to
good.
round 6 of official Small Gun Doubles Tournament with a 3-3 record.
Well, doubles isn't really her tier, so
Yeah, I can understand that, but they made it to round 6, which is. Ooh, not many people can say they can make it to round 6.
I Mikoi, I'm pretty sure it's like Swiss for this first 6 rounds.
I know, but for her to be achievable in a tier that she's kind of in and that just doubles, that's good.
You know what? Decent point. To go 3-3 in a tier you're supposedly not that good at is actually good.
But you know, her strongest tiers are LC and Monotype, when she has done pretty well in. I'd say.
I think her stronger tier is LC, since monotype is monotype.
Hmm. Yes,
Yeah, I've definitely noticed she can play pretty solidly in LC.
yes, she has proven it in past iterations. Although not to the level of strengthness like others would say, but I have faith in Geov. Like if she plays her best and when she's properly motivated, like I say this like every year, but when she's properly
Yeah,
motivated, she can absolutely play well.
look, there's a lot of times where she's not properly motivated,
Which is
but like
saddening.
there, yeah, she just has a lot of IRL issues.
All right, but in terms of playing it. For playing style and battle prowess, I'd say what are we gonna give her?
I already know what I'm giving her, but I want to hear you first.
Somewhere between C or D for me.
I'm giving her C. D's too low this year.
Yeah, I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. I'll give her a C. All right,
Yeah, she's actually
she's trying her
she
best.
seems a bit more consistently good this
Yeah,
year.
she's trying her
And
best.
besides, I've seen her play versus good players and win, and
Hmm.
then play versus maybe not as good players and lose badly, but like Yeah, she's just
Fo-
she's a pretty mixed bag sometimes.
yeah, focus on the positives and not on the negatives, I say. And Geoff is when she can hold her own against the good players. I will confirm that.
Yeah, I've seen her do it
Absolutely.
multiple times. She is
Especially in
definitely
tier she's good at.
capable of do. Yeah, and Elsie as a pool is not great.
We'll see. We'll see when it comes to the. We'll see when it comes to Bill. There's no Taz this year, and no Kither, and no Frizzle no Serene Grace. Yeesh. Um,
Damn,
what
you
happens?
didn't have to point all that out.
The absolute state of Elsie. All right, next up, Richard Millie Plain. Ma, this boy has made a big splash last year, I think, or was it BLT 9? Not sure.
I
Big.
think it was last year.
Yeah, if they are, then yeah. Let's see their record last year. 3-3. They were 3-3 last year in Ubers. But I'd say in
Well, they had a pretty stacked pool last year
I say
between
the
like I think we had Mashing, we had Aberforth, we had FC,
FC.
we had Taka.
Yeah. But hey,
We had a good Ubers pool last year, and he went neutral
he went
and
neutral, which is
beat
good.
several of those top guns. So
Yeah.
like, yeah,
But listen to this, because I think he's bettered himself this year. He made 6-1 in Uber's World Cup. Six
damn,
one.
that's really good.
Not only that, but he's 4-6 in SEL.
Now that's a negative record, but okay.
He's still got. That's still like it's leagues better. And the Uber's pool
Yeah, that's true. That is SCL after all.
that is SEL or the top of the top play. And yeah, they're currently doing the old gen Uber's Cups, but man, Uber's World Cup and SCL under your belt, my dude, you're getting a B or A recommendation from me.
Okay, so where are we putting him?
I want to kind of want to hear your thoughts. What have you played them?
No, not really.
Dang. But you know what? They have proven in the past that they've done well, and they can absolutely hold their own against the big boys, the big guns. I'm gonna say
I
low.
feel like I don't remember too much that was impressive in like tiers that weren't tubers. Hell, I'm actually curious what the point breakdown is and what did they sign up for?
I assume Ubers.
Okay. Oh, right. Right. I just remembered. He's good at Ubers and Mono.
Oh, mono. That's
And I think
interesting.
he signed up for Mono actually.
Oh,
Yeah, Ubers and Mono are actually his top tiers for the breakdown. Although
interesting.
I heard that signing up purely for Mono might have been a joke.
I get that vibe. You know him as an Ubers player through and through.
But yeah, I'm not really sure between B or A. I feel like B is a little low,
And I feel like
maybe?
a.
I mean,
Well,
this
I
is an
know.
SCL player. We
Yeah,
probably
no. We're not putting in B. I think A is perfectly fine. He
yeah.
is. He's got an amazing Uber's World Cup record, so that's got to count for something. All
Yep.
right. Next up is Genius from Hoenn, or Hoenn Septile. Uber's Premier League champion, Genius from Hoenn, aka Owen Septile, if I may add.
Oh.
Yeah, they are 2-4 in Uber's World Cup, but you know, you know, he's Genius from Hoenn. You've seen him before. I was pretty negative on him back then, but nowadays I've kind of come around and saying that he's improving. I'll say
Decent.
3 and 4 last year.
He's decent.
Yeah, I'd say he's. I think he's come
Oh
around.
yeah, I forgot he won 3 times last year.
Yeah, you know what? Fair enough. I can definitely vouch for him and say that yeah, he has improved since last year. And he surprised me in the tour a couple of times with some of those wins. So where are we putting Genius from Hoenn? He is an Ubers player.
Hmm. I feel like B is too generous, but I
Yeah.
think we should put him in either C or C plus. What do you think?
I'm thinking C plus personally, but I don't know. Maybe that's kind of too generous as well. Nah, I think it's fine. C plus.
Yeah, that's probably fine.
And finally,
I mean, C plus isn't that much greater than C after all.
finally, we come to Street the Boom.
Why did you say it with an accent?
Straight the boom because he is a straight boomer. Uh, he's a tourist.
What?
He's a former tourist staff. Okay, he has been around,
I
popping
know
up
that.
here and there. People like him. It's fine. Straight boom.
Yes, people like him. He's friendly.
Yeah,
I
he's
feel bad for hoping he lost so much because I wanted Giev to make G Pool.
wow. Hey, he still made G pool. Straight boom did
Yeah,
make G pool.
that's true, but like Giev made G Pool too, so I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I just wanted her to make G Pool so she could get drafted guaranteed.
Yeah. So what is Street Boom? Well, you were confident to me in saying that I don't need to check his replays. I know I played him a fair amount. So what do you think?
Yeah, because I have played him a fair amount
What do you think
between
then?
1v1, 2v2, Ubers, LC. I don't know if I played him in UU, but like what I just covered is like 4 of the tiers out of like 7 total that I
Uh
have points in. So like,
huh.
yeah.
Uh huh.
Anyways, I'm just gonna quickly drop him in the D tier.
Wow. No offense, Street Boom, but that's where you're going. D tier apparently.
Yeah, sorry, but he's not really that far above the people in F.
Okay. I mean, personally, I can't see him more as a sub option. He'll bring the team. He'll bring the team energy. I'll say that he'll bring the team
He'll
energy
be
in
like
the future.
you in one of your starting years, Mikoa. You weren't
The
too
only
good as a
BLT
player,
I'm in.
but oh, was that really the only BLT you were in?
Yeah, and we won.
Yes. Though you were a cheerleader.
I was a cheerleader.
So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think he will be a cheerleader.
Follow in my footsteps, Street Boom. Go be the cheerleader that
Yeah,
actually wins
it's
in
okay to be a
BLT.
cheerleader because, like, sometimes that little bit of cheerleading, that driving can be a driving force.
Yeah,
It could bring your team to victory.
yeah, you gotta pump them up. You gotta pump them up.
Gonna make sure they're motivated. Yeah,
Gosh,
get your head in the game, guys.
row,
We
fight the
got this.
power.
Rah rah, fight the power.
All right.
Oh, I said that wrong.
You said raw. All
Yeah,
right.
because I wasn't intending to make a Gurren Lagann reference until I heard that out of you.
I did. And that's
I just intended to say rah rah.
all right. Fight the power. All right. So that is the official tier list for the guaranteed pool. Let us know in the comments below what you think of this. I say this is a pretty good list. What about you?
I feel like some people are gonna say we rank. I feel like some people are gonna say that we ranked Bandrizzle low, Lechin, and Paoloed a bit too low.
Ooh. That's gonna be some sort of discussion I can't wait to see.
I feel like some people are gonna say we ranked Failbur and Arcanine a bit too high.
Listen, this is our opinion. Again, these are our opinion. I actually want to
I
see
feel like
people's tier lists.
oh, I feel like people are gonna say we rank JoJo Wee too high.
We'll see. We'll see. Again, I really want to see other people's tier lists. Please take them seriously. I do want to see other
And
people take some.
and I feel like Tours Regs would say we rank Swordward's Barber too low.
Ooh.
But I feel like non-Tours Regs,
They'll
or
get
more
it.
like just people who I feel like people who don't just casually play in the room a lot, uh, and do more smoking related things. Will say we ranked him fairly though.
He belongs with El Cap. They share a room here in F tier. All right. So thank you all.
They share the wine cellar.
Anyway, thank you all for watching. Please like this video, leave a comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you wouldn't miss a daily upload. Just kind of like the next one because next time we'll be covering the non-guaranteed pool. 99 people to rank for cycle 1.
Oh dear God! I just realized how long have we been talking, and this is only 32 people.
Under 2 hours, I'll say that.
So Mikoi, bear in mind we're ranking like 3 times the amount of people tomorrow.
God fucking damn it. All right.
Yeah, we're screwed. We're
Thank
gonna
you.
die.
Thank you all
We're gonna
for
die mid podcast.
Thank you all for watching. See you in the afterlife after we covered all of BLT people. This has been McCoy signing out.
Goodbye. See you all in heaven or hell, whichever I go to.
Most, no, most proverbially hell.